is to go on to a company's website, learn about their corporate culture.
Try and talk to as many people who have connection with the company beforehand. Participate in the mock interviews.
There's always going to be some patterns of questions that interviewers might ask. So think about what those are and maybe pre-plan out what your response might be.
You can study interview techniques, you can study how to present yourself so that when the person who's looking at you sees you, they go, wow.
Quite simply, keep your answers brief, speak about what you can do to add value, and be concise.
And they come in, they're wrinkled, their hair isn't brushed, they're not professional looking. The other is that they'll slouch down in their chairs, they'll get comfortable, and they'll kind of lay back, or they'll turn their body the wrong way. They don't open themselves up to the person interviewing them.
Failing to ask questions, failing to learn about the firm beforehand, failing to make eye contact.
At the end of the interview, when the recruiter asks, do you have any questions, and the candidate would say no, and other recruiters will probably think that you're not interested in the job.
I would tell you, in an organization like PPG, we're 70,000 employees and sell hundreds of millions of cases of product a year. To not have any questions is kind of a big surprise. But I would tell you, if you have 8 to maybe 12 pre-planned questions, that'll set you up nicely for the tail end of the interview when you are asked what questions you might have.
A GPA is really essential when looking at several candidates.
Because I think that provides us the first insight into a student's competency.
It will depend on the circumstances of that candidate. I've hired excellent 3.0s. Even below that, it's really the drive to succeed and their current situation.
If somebody went straight to college, had college paid for, and did not have to work, they weren't in leadership positions, then I expect their GPA to be incredibly high. If the person, though, comes from a situation where they have to work, and they're paying for college, and they're working, 20 to 40 hours a week, then, you know what, their GPA might be a 3.0.
So the bottom line is, in order to capture the attention of a prospective employer, you do want to make sure that you've got good grades. But beyond getting the interview, it comes down to who you are in the actual interview session.
Call, email, send written letters, personal letters. If you want the job, you have to go after it.
Simply thank the individual for taking the time out to meet with you. Ask any additional questions in the event that you may have thought of something after the fact. But beyond that, keep it relatively short, thank them for their time, and let them know that you're looking forward to hearing back from them pretty soon.